Hey guys, what's up? Shannon here. I got a little bit of a sun glare going on here from this beautiful sunshiny day in North Carolina. So I'll try to stay in a way where you can see me and not look like I'm under surveillance here. My name is Shannon Wooten for those that don't know me. I am a Beachbody health and lifestyle coach. There's a lot of sun coming in here right now. I'm going to try and turn my camera. But I'm a Beachbody health and lifestyle coach, and I believe that healthy habits create happy humans. All month long, I've been talking with you guys on my Life with Shannon page about self-esteem. And today I want to talk about how to identify, sorry, I have something in my eye, if you are an emotional eater. So let's just jump into it. I have 5 hopefully helpful tips that will help you identify whether or not your low self-esteem comes from the fact that you either overeat or you have a negative body image. So one, I want to jump in and touch on it. First things first is you eat when you're not hungry. Our body's calling card for nourishment and telling us that I need you to eat something is to tell us that we're hungry. And if you're eating when you're not hungry, that can be a sign of an emotional distress or emotional stress, period. Eating when our bodies don't need it is a huge sign that there could be something else going on there. And using food to fill an emotional void is not the answer, unfortunately. I know that every one of us can probably attest to saying, oh, I had such a crappy day at work or a crappy day in general. I need to have a glass of wine or some sort of alcohol to kind of supplement that emotional issue. Or maybe, you had an argument with your husband or your friend and you're thinking that an ice cream cone is going to fix it. Unfortunately, emotional fulfillment requires emotional attention, not the edible kind. So, point number 1, you're eating when you're not hungry. Number 2 is you have food FOMO, my friends. FOMO is the fear of missing out. So you're eating because it's there, basically. You're not eating because you need it. You're not eating because your body gave the emotional calling card or the food calling card that you need to eat something. I often like to equate this with the holidays, Thanksgiving or Christmas, if you will. There's overabundance of pies or cookies or stuffing or turkey or whatever food that your family has a plethora or overabundance of. You have this subliminal thought in your mind that says, okay, I know I'm only going to get this one time of year, so I need to eat as much as I can at one time. So you eat and overeat because you have that FOMO, that fear that it's only going to come around once again, and it's such a long time from now. So food FOMO, is applying an emotional attachment to your food. It's affecting what and why you're eating it. And those things, unfortunately, don't involve nourishment. They don't involve that need that you're actually hungry. You're just eating because it's there. So number 3, you don't want other people to know what you're eating. So sometimes it's said that, people who have an addiction problem, most oftenly equated to an alcohol problem, is when you're doing something by yourself or you're doing something in seclusion. And sometimes people say that is the same for food. If you're eating alone, in your car, outside of a fast food restaurant, or alone in your house, in any random place, that same instance applies to food. If you feel like you're purposefully eating alone or in private, this could be a warning sign. And hiding also enforces a belief that we're doing something wrong and makes us feel bad or that there's something wrong with us. And feeling good comes from doing good things for ourselves. And that also leads us to point number 4. And number 4 is you feel guilty for eating. And again, food is nourishment, and it's intended to do something good for our body, to give us energy, to allow us to stay active all day long, because as humans, we get a lot of shit going on. So if you're eating the wrong things and you're not eating healthy, this can apply several different meanings to you. It can cause you to feel stress about what you're eating. It can cause you to feel stress about your body image. It can cause you to feel guilty. And eating the wrong things for the wrong reasons can equate to a negative relationship with food. And if you know you're eating the bad things over and over again, and you know that eating those bad things are going to cause you to gain weight, and that weight gain is going to cause you to feel bad, that eating of the wrong things is going to create a negative body image as well. And those two things together are not good for our self-esteem. We want to feel good about ourselves, and feeling guilty for what you're eating, it takes away one of the greatest things about food, and that's the taste. A lot of times people think that if you eat healthy or you eat clean, as you hear a lot, that it means you're eating less or you're dieting. And it doesn't. It doesn't mean those things. Hey, Wendy. It doesn't mean those things at all. I eat clean predominantly most of my life. And I'm a foodie. I like to eat food. I like good tasting food. I am not going to eat something that tastes like crap just because somebody said it's good for me somewhere. I don't know who that person is. I don't know what their reasoning is, but they may not like the same things that I like. Moral of the story, I eat what is good for me so I don't have to feel bad about it. And that leads us to point number 5. Number 5 is you do not have a good relationship with your body. So emotional eaters oftentimes have a negative food relationship, and that can lead to a negative body image relationship, which also comes from low self-esteem. If you're not listening to your body's hunger call, like we talked about at the beginning, and you're eating just for the sake of eating, a natural negative body image can develop. And unfortunately, we start to judge our own actions and we start to judge our own image, and it becomes a negative, repetitive trap. So if you're eating the wrong things and you feel bad about yourself, again, it's going to lead into low self-esteem. So my advice to anybody who, after listening to this, may have developed, maybe I have food FOMO, or maybe I don't want other people to know what I eat and they hide their foods, or they feel guilty for eating, or you just know already that you have a negative relationship towards food and you use it to fill an emotional void, is to think about your eating habits. Think about them. Before you go thinking, I'm a mess, slow down, calm down. Think, how does eating make you feel? Does it satisfy you? Does it make you feel tired? Does it make you feel guilty? Do you feel like you need to lay down and take a big nap? Does it make you feel ill or uncomfortable? Think about how you feel after you eat what you put in your face. And if you're someone who eats for nourishment or you're just eating to eat, identifying these things will, number 1, make you feel better. Number 2, it's going to help you to understand if you're an emotional eater, and it's going to help you understand why you're doing these things. A hugely important part of emotional eating is understanding who you are and understanding your habits. And it can teach you a lot of great things about yourself. It can teach you maybe some scary things about yourself, that you're eating just for the sake of eating, or maybe you're eating in private. And already doing that makes you feel kind of funky. It already makes you feel like you're not sure why you're doing what you're doing. Whatever it is, before you go thinking you're a mess, start thinking about why you're acting that way. Think if you're trying to fill an emotional void. And think if it's because you have a negative body image and something needs to change. And if you have any questions, ask me. I'm so much more than willing to help you guys. I understand the negative self-esteem. I understand the low self-esteem. I understand where it came from for me, and I understand what I did to help myself. And it was eating clean, it was exercising, and it was getting my mind right and understanding myself, understanding why I was doing those things. So don't feel like a lost cause. Thank you guys for joining. Thank you for your support. Sorry for the crazy amount of sunshine that's coming in right now. But post any comments, questions, or like below. Go over to Life with Shannon if you missed Friday's video where we talked about how to overcome emotional eating. Today we're talking about understanding if you are an emotional eater. But go on over to Life with Shannon. Get more tips on food, fitness, recipes, and basically understanding your overall badassery. Either way, do good things, guys. Have a great week. Be easy. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.